Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. As you guys saw, we had a beautiful drive in here. We are in Pecos Canyon State Park. We're at Mora Campground. It's a really cool setup here in this state park. The campgrounds are spread out all along the road, everywhere. So, real peaceful. Brittany made some breakfast for us, and we're just hanging out, listening to the sounds of this creek right here that joins the big river. Pecos Canyon State Park's about 45 minutes or so from Santa Fe, so it's a nice quick drive to get out of the city, up in the mountains. We were actually down in the Rio Rancho, Albuquerque area, and it was 110. We got up here, it was 78. Within the first hour, it already got down to 76, and then it was in the 50s last night. So it was definitely a good relief from the extreme heat. So we wanted to give you guys a video on how we feel about Starlink, just our updates of use with it. We've had it for a little over 4 months. Traveled from Oregon, the Oregon coast, down into California, into Nevada, Arizona, into New Mexico, and then we've been bouncing up into Colorado. We've been doing a lot of remote camping. You guys know that's our preference. And Starlink overall has worked out really well. So we've only had one spot where service was pretty horrible. We had to move it around a lot. That was in the Santa Fe National Forest up by Los Alamos. Still had enough service to text and to stream.
It was a little spotty over in Grants as well.
Grants.
When we were just at the ice cave.
Oh yeah. So the ice cave.
I was on the phone, it kept cutting out.
Yeah, that was actually probably the most spotty place, was Grants. But still worked to text in an emergency. So as you guys can see, we're actually getting pretty decent speeds, just baseline speeds here. It's been bouncing between right around like 10-15 megabytes per second, all the way up to like 79-80. So overall, when it comes to speeds in use, we've had service with Starlink everywhere we've tried it. Spotty here and there, like we said, but way better than not when you need to work remotely, or you have a business that you need to be able to receive text or calls in an emergency. So can't really complain at all about that aspect. The next aspect of Starlink is the price. A little pricey, that's for sure. Hopefully over the years they'll lower it if they get more satellites in the sky, more users, things like that. But at 150, that's a chunk of money, and especially for us because we switched to T-Mobile for our cell service, and we have 3 lines included with our plan. So we actually use our old phone on the other line and use that as a hotspot when we're in cities, so we don't have to take out Starlink and try to get it mounted up, because that is a pain, and that's our next topic. So setup, takedown. It's pretty quick, but it is a little annoying, and I guess you would say if you were trying to urban boondock, not stealth camp. We definitely can't stealth camp in an Ekko, and no real Class B camper vans. If you have a rooftop fans, an AC, anything like that, a rack up top, people know it's
you're not stealth.
Yeah, there's no stealth about it. But there are plenty of cities that still don't care, and you can park off on side streets, and find some places to park up, which we'll probably make a video about that in the future. We do a lot of we mix our camping. We like to be out in the middle of nowhere, but then we also like to stop in cities and explore new cities we've never been to. So we've done a lot of street camping, not so much in the Ekko, but we usually will find a harvest host or other various options. But we'll get into that in another video. So like I was saying, in that city, that urban setting, it could be difficult because you're not going to take out Starlink and undo the wires, put in its stand, that kind of thing. So a lot of people will mount it, flush mount, flat mount, and that serves a great purpose to have it always up, and you can just click a button and have it on.
But it won't always work.
But that's the problem. If you want to park under trees, or you're forced to park under trees, you know, either you need shade or you're in a city and you're going to park on a street and there's trees, you're kind of, you know, out of luck. And then for us out here, you got a lot of tree coverage. You need to be able to move that. So we're looking for a solution. We might have found a solution for that, a kind of a roof mount, but that where you don't modify your Starlink dishy, and it sits in there and you can take it out if you need to. So some people might find setup annoying. For us, we've kind of nailed it now. But like I said, in a city, urban setting, you can't really.
It's a little more difficult.
I mean, if you were in like a van where you could reach the top, maybe you could throw it up there, but then you're really drawing attention to yourself in a city. But if you're in an area that allows you to park there and stay the night, or, you know, another various option, not a big deal. So really, that's personal choice, but something I know people have talked about in other videos, and we definitely want to address that. Or if you're like us, have a spare line or a dedicated hotspot. T-Mobile, we pay $150 for our plan for 3 lines. It's 50 gigs per line. Mobile hotspot, so you could turn your device to a hotspot, or unlimited data if you're just using the device. Or a lot of people are using T-Mobile's new home service. They had a sale, a special, etc. I think it was $30 for the first 6 months. That's a really great option a lot of RVers are using. They have state that you're not supposed to move that. It's supposed to be in one location. But when you actually talk to T-Mobile reps, they will tell you go ahead and use it in your RVs. So that's kind of like a gray area, iffy. At some point they could suspend you maybe. I don't know. But their reps are telling you, so they're kind of taking liability of that. So it's a weird scenario. You're gonna always have cell service in a big city, and even most small cities. So you don't really have to worry about Starlink as much in those scenarios if you have the ability to use your phone or a mobile hotspot, or just turn your phone to a mobile hotspot. So in the end, we recommend Starlink. We think it's worth it. It really depends on your personal type of camping, where you like to go. So cellular data might be perfect for you, or you might just go straight up Starlink, but a combo is best, we feel, for our style and for the majority of people we meet on the road. Back at the Ekko, there's actually a group of teenagers fishing over here, so we're trying to be cautious when we film. They're a little excited. So we're using some words that aren't appropriate for our channel. But New Mexico State Park, that's the topic we're going to finish the video off with. We love them. Majority of them for dry camping, $10 a night. Or $5, depending on where you are. This one, Mora Campground, is $10 and then $4. So you're talking $14 all in. So you got $10 for the actual site, and they do a $4 fee for reserving online. When it's not in season though, you can pay cash right at the front box. So they save that $4. But not bad for a spot right next to the creek in the mountains. When it's in the 90s and hundreds down in any of the valleys, or even Santa Fe for that matter, is you know, in the 90s. So it's just a good relief and well worth the price.
So this is where we are going to end this video for today. We just really wanted to give you guys an update on how Starlink has really been going for us personally. And we also just wanted to really let you know how much we love these New Mexico State campgrounds. So in the description below, we are going to have the coordinates for this specific campground here called Mora Campground. And we'll also put a link to the New Mexico State Park reservation system, so if you want to camp at one of these spots, then you can too. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Drop a comment below. Let us know if you've been to Mora Campground before or another New Mexico State Park campground in New Mexico. We would love to know where the good spots are that we haven't been to. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you along for our adventures. We'll see you guys in the next video.
We will see you guys next time.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know, about to see